So one of the questions is, how do I know if I became friends with the students? So you've got a friends list, and I guess I might as well go to the website here. I'll just show you what that looks like. If you go to Live Mocha, and I'm going to just move you over here for a second. Go to Live Mocha, and you click on the People tab at the top, and click My Friends. Then what will show up is my friends list, and so those are all the people that I have said, sure, I'll help you with your homework if you help me with mine. And so those are all people that are essentially my well, they're my study buddies inside of Live Mocha, and those are the people that I have practiced various exercises for the past year or so that I've been here at Live Mocha. So that's where you would find your friends list if you don't know who's in there or not. So in my case, if I wanted to be a coach now, every single one of these people, including you know, Ahmed Al-Awadi here, as well as Ahmed Hazam, as well as, you know, Alexander, and the list goes on, Amber, Amr, Anas, Andrea, Andre, Angel Gambino, etc. As I'm showing you this list, every single one of those people could read me and say, hey, dude, correct my homework for me. Even though if I were in a coaching capacity, they technically wouldn't be my students. So if you are going to play in a coaching role, it might make sense for us to flush that out for you. So that's one of the questions I'll be asking you guys today to help us decide what you want to do. Right. So I'm going to address, it might, just because this question keeps coming up, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to switch over. And we're going to show you this reporting console that we've created for you guys. There's a team of about a half a dozen people that spent the last 48 hours working continuously, no sleep, no food, and have busted their ass to get you this particular reporting tool. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the screen over to my colleague here so we can show you what that looks like. So just give me 1 second here, and I'll do a flip over here to my colleague. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. Okay. There. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm going to, whoops. Go ahead. All right, you can change presenter? Okay, rock and roll. It's yours. Ta-da. Okay, we're switching over to Christine's desktop now, and so you'll be able to see her her screen in just a moment.
I'll give this
and then I'm going to go to mute. So
I'll give this a few moments so that everyone can see my screen. Can you see it now? Okay. All right, so this is the tool that Michael was talking about that we've been working to get out for you. And I'm providing a sneak peek now. We'll come back to demo later, and I'll show you how you can actually get access to this tool and log in. But for now, just to address the questions that's been coming up a lot, is that how do I know who's been assigned to me and of these people who are in a trial and who have actually purchased? So in this report screen, when you log in, this is what you're going to see. Up above here, the top, in the course progress section, this is where you're going to see your complete student list. So here we've set up a coach, in this case me, who has 5 fictional students. And you'll see that some of them, their usernames are in bold, and there are others where the usernames are not in bold. The ones with the non-bolded usernames are the paying students. These are people who have actually signed up for the coaching program and are eligible to buy your time for coaching sessions. The ones with the username in bold, these people are still in a trial. So I actually I think I'll wait for later to demo the rest of the functionality of this tool. No? Okay, we'll show it here then. All right, so actually what is really neat about this is, in addition to seeing who has been assigned to you, you can actually see how active they are. We have had some questions come into the coach's inbox that have mentioned that they went and looked at their students' profiles and they don't seem to be that active. So from here, there is a dashboard for you to see everyone assigned to you, what they're enrolled in, and how active they've been and how they've been performing. So just to show you, for example, Ritika plus Zulu up here, a paying student, is now enrolled in Active Italian Level 1. If I were to click on it, I would get a complete report of which lessons and units, which activities they've done in Active Italian Level 1. You'll see you have the different activities in the lesson, and if they actually completed it, how well they did. So you can also expand. You can see Level 2 has not been started yet, and Level 3. So coming back to the first screen, you can also see the exercises they have submitted. If you look to the bottom, the second half of the screen here shows the different students. So please note here, we will not use the same treatment as we did on the top list. From here, everyone's name is not in bold. You'll have to use the first list to see who is actually a paying student versus who is in the trial. But back to the exercises submitted. Yes, yeah. Yep. And the reason for this is, okay, so sorry. Back to the exercise submitted here. You will actually see all the submissions that your students have done. So the one thing actually I want to point out here, and it's a cause of confusion, has been a cause of confusion, is that when a student does submissions, not all of them are necessarily paid. The ones that actually will be paid, please look for an email or a message in your Live Voca inbox that actually tells you specifically that it is a paid submission. So the thing to note here is that the exercise submitted portion of this report will tell you all the exercises the student has done. They're not necessarily all paid, but it allows you to take a look at the submission and see how they're doing and see what other comments they're getting, and optionally you may leave a comment for them too, even if it's not one that you'll be paid for. So back to here again. Are there any questions? Let's see. Opening up the questions here.
So the one question
names in bold.
did come up.
So we have a question here. I wasn't very clear before. The names in bold are the students that are in a trial. That is correct. They are the ones that have not yet signed up for the coaching program.
And they're in a 7-day.
They're in a 7-day trial.
Right. Any other questions on this new tool so that you can see what's going on? Think of this as your radar screen, so you can see. I don't know. Can you hear me?
All right. So think of this tool as your radar screen.
All right. So think of this tool as your radar screen to help you see how many prospective students you have been and how many paying students that you have. And that tool will help you get a much clearer picture. And some of you that think that you have no students will actually see that you have students. And some of you that aren't sure whether a student is a paying student or not a paying student will be able to see it more clearly this way. Did you hear all that? You did? Okay. Great. You're on mute.
I also see a couple more questions on the point about reviews. The question was, so the reviews that have been done so far without email notification will not be paid. So that is correct. For all the reviews that are going to get paid, we send an email notification for each of them, and we say explicitly in there that this is a paid submission.
We're
Pull
up a snapshot of
We're gonna pull up a
understand what it is.
snapshot of what that looks like so you understand what it is that we're talking about when we say that you're getting a special kind of email.
Yep, so on the screen here is an example, a screenshot of an email that you would get to tell you, oh no, this is the wrong one.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Here it is. This is the one. So this is a screenshot from LiveMocha inbox message for all submission, exercise submissions for which you will get paid to do a review. The email that you get looks exactly like this as well. So what you will see here is pointed out here. We'll note here that it's a paid submission review and provide a link for you to click to bring you to the submission to be reviewed.
And we're getting rid of the ad.
Yes.
I don't know why that's in there. Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, so just I think a similar question, do we always
Any
get
other
an
questions
email
on
saying whether it is from a paying student? In the case of submissions, yes. So I think this is a point of confusion. Even if a student is still in the free trial, if they send an exercise submission, they can choose to pay to get a coach review on it. So from an exercise submission perspective, it doesn't matter whether they're in a trial or not. As long as you get that email or the message in your LiveMocha inbox that states that is a paid submission review, you will get paid to review it. Okay. So there are a couple of other questions. There's a question from David here about whether coaches with more LiveMocha points will have more opportunities to be a tutor. So I'm not sure I completely understand the question. With respect to tutoring, tutors are actually a role that we're looking to phase out anyway, and it actually is not really relevant in the context of the coaching program. If you're assigned to be a coach, the way we're assigning students to right now, as Michael has mentioned, our algorithm is a bit flawed in itself anyway. We're looking to address that. But just to clarify, we are not actually looking at the number of MoCA points you have as part of the assignment. As all coaches in the coaching program, you're all equal as far as the language you're coaching is concerned. Yeah, now that you're in, you're in. And then a couple other questions. There's a question about when everyone of our coaches will be able to log in. So after this webinar, we will be sending out an email with instructions for the link as well as how you will log in. So yes, so David also had another good question. Why can I not see the tokens I have gained? And how do I know when you pay on the site? So that is actually in progress right now. We're working on it. We're working to actually build similar reporting to show you students who have purchased your time and how much of your time you purchased. And that in turn will actually also include reporting on how many tokens you are able to collect for coach time. But that is currently in development, and we're aiming to have that out next week. So that next webinar we can demo it.
Having said that, we're sending them an email.
Yes.
Having said that,
that's right. So right now, until we build a dashboard to show you, whenever a student buys your time for a coaching session, you will get an email to inform you. And actually, I can show you this screenshot, the first one I'm showing you. You will get an email that looks like this. That tells you that the student has purchased how much of your time. So we've corrected the typo now. It will say X minutes of your time.